Hey everyone, welcome to a dual stream, my first ever dual stream.
Ooh.
I'm here on both Toy Anxiety and DL44 Network. Why am I on both? Why would I do both? Steve, do you know why I would do both?
Because when you're as popular as Ryandoll31 on Instagram, you have to divide it across the universe.
That's correct. There's
Yeah.
no other reason. Well, the two big reasons. One, we're talking about toys, and I wanted to keep this on Toy Anxiety. And I did the one for the Cantina, everything you need for the Cantina, as well on Toy Anxiety. But also, I wanted to give some love to our new channel, DL44, where we also talk about just Star Wars in general. And Steve 3, for those of you who are watching on Toy Anxiety that have not watched anything on DL44 Network yet, what do you do on that show? Well, on that channel. It's not even a show. It's a channel. It's a network.
Well, what I've been doing is I've been unboxing my Micro Galaxy Squadrons. As you can see behind my shoulder over here, I have many, many Micro Galaxy Squadrons in boxes. And for the longest time, we would always discuss how I don't like them in the boxes because I can't see them and I'm going to open them. And you're all like, yeah, right. You're going to ruin the resale value. But I'm doing it, man. I'm slowly working my way through these boxes and I'm appreciating the craft that we have hidden inside of those plastic prisons. So weekend mornings, grab a coffee, chill out, and open up a box, and we'll see what these things look like.
Yeah, dude, they're great. Please go check it out because you've been getting some good guests on there, including myself.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you do some customizing of stands to display them. I'm not going to spoil anything. But
yeah, I've been doing that. I've been doing that for sure. I'll have some ready for tomorrow as well when we do the Harrison Dula Vault exclusive B-wing. I have a custom stand for that, so I can get that out and position that and make that look good, along with the Vault sticker, because the stickers are important, right? If the stickers weren't on the boxes, we wouldn't be getting all excited. So if I'm going to open the box, I've got to put the sticker somewhere, and that's the rare, that's the chase, that's the Vault, you know.
It's marketed FOMO, and they're doing it very, very well. Should we say there's some people watching us here on a Friday night? Should we say a quick howdy do to them?
I think so.
Let's say hello to who is all here hanging out with us tonight. Sierra Kilo Bravo is here. Video Power Gaming, extra stream? Yeah, extra stream. Why the hell not? Wookie Sasquatch. That's a great name. Peak Obi-Wan is here. Blake Kemp, Skylar Davis. Thank you very much. Steve 3's got one too. Technicolor also here as well. So thank you for hanging out with us and just chilling out with us here in the chat tonight. You know what? Look at this. And Make Mine Marvel Legends is here as well. Two legends streaming together tonight.
Wow. Is this also known as crossing the streams, Ryan?
I guess this would be if you want to keep it YHS oriented. Also be sure to go pick up Craig's book that he bought. That he wrote. He co-wrote a book. He co-wrote a book with Troy Benjamin, The History of the Real Ghostbusters. Please sure to go check that out. It's amazing. D Turtle's here as well. Daniel. And Detroit Dave. Yeah, Daniel's here. Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. So what I wanted to do is similar to what I was doing with the Cantina. When it was announced, I put together like just a big list of all the Cantina aliens you needed. So now they kind of said return to Tattooine. We weren't quite sure what that entailed at the time, but now we know what it was, right? It became, we got two Cantina play sets, more or less.
And a tick sheet.
And a tick sheet, which is and this was did you pick this poster up at the Hasbro booth in San Diego?
I did not. It was, as well as I know, it's very, very difficult to get near that Hasbro booth, let alone in that Hasbro booth. But I know the staff were really good at standing beyond and outside of it so people could appreciate what was in there, but still handing. But no, I unfortunately did not get hold of any of the posters.
Oh man. Okay. So this is the only one that I got as well. Yeah, you're right. That booth was impossible. Let's Hasbro. If anyone's watching this from Hasbro tonight or during the replay, please rethink that booth. Hang on. I just want to give a shout out to a couple great people here. No Chewing is here, right? Riley Bob is here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So yeah, so this is what ended up happening. So they kicked it off with the Haslab. They said we're doing Return to Tattooine. And with that, we got obviously the Haslab, the figures that got unlocked at the Haslab, which was not all of them. One did not.
The
And
Mos
then they gave
Eisley
us
Cantina, you mean?
the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Yeah, okay.
So one of those figures did not get funded, or at least get through the tiers or whatever. Well, I don't know.
Hey, you know what?
You know what?
If they'd have kept it open for a little bit longer, then I'm sure there would have been more people jumping on there, and we would have reached that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think if we just had one more person that just paid for it earlier, as opposed to waiting until the last minute and then forgetting about it, I think we probably could have got it. I'm not going to name names, but he's here. So Return to Tatooine, we also got the playset dioramas, as they call them. So we got the Streets of Mos Eisley, which is great. I got 3 of them. I found out they
look great, right?
They look so good.
And if you give them a wash of paint, just a quick wash, and let it dry on there, it looks so good. A buddy of mine, Scott, out here, he did that. He washed it with a black brown wash, and it looks so much better than just the white wall. So give it a wash.
Yeah, it's and the same thing. If you got the Armorer's Cauldron, do the same thing there too. Give it a wash. I'm 100% down with you on that. So then also we got one beast, which was the Bantha, like a Bantha. We got one retro playset, but it wasn't retro. It was still TVC, but it was all the retro colors and body sculpts for the characters. Go ahead, Steve.
It looked fantastic. It really did look retro, and that's why it's the retro Cantina set, right? It was the one we had back in the day, but just spruced up, tickled, and made to look even better.
Right. And do you know about did you right, because you didn't get to really talk to anybody at the booth. So what I found out was the Mos Eisley Cantina, the retro style playset diorama. That was a scan of Chris, who's one of the he's the lead designer at Star Wars. That was his actual vintage playset that they scanned.
Oh, really?
And then cleaned it up and then printed it out and put it in this playset. So
wow.
Big shout out to Chris in the Star Wars team there at Hasbro for getting that and making this one happen. I think it's a really special set. Plus, what a great way for people to get a blue snaggletooth, right? To kind of help complete that visual look of the Cantina. If for anyone that's of a certain vintage and feels like you need that one. As well as we got one small vehicle, which was the Land Speeder, which is near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, if only I could get it, it would be awesome.
Yeah, it's September. September's 4 weeks away. You're fine.
I know.
You're fine. And then we got an array of figures to go with it. So we got a re-release of the Horn guy. I don't know anyone's names because I'm Kenner oriented. I only know people's so we got Hammerhead, new Hammerhead. We got a new Walrus. A reissue of the Walrus Man. Then we got Dr. Douchebag, who's a big jerk. And thank you. We got a new Obi-Wan. We got a new Sand Trooper, as well as a new Han Solo sculpt, which actually looks really good, by the way. And a new Chewbacca, which also I think looks really good with that slightly open mouth and the teeth and stuff, because it reminds me of the vintage one as well, where it has that slight open mouth. So I thought this was absolutely great. Yeah, Blake Kemp. September, we got it.
Why don't we talk about that? Why don't we talk about that?
Okay, let's go for it.
So here's the thing, I get the criticism for not getting in on the deal, right, for last minute. So I'm you're right, I'm an idiot. So what I do now is I when these things drop, I go to the FOMO queue and I get in the FOMO queue and I get in there as soon as I can. I got on that thing pretty damn quick. So I don't understand why I've got an email telling me I've now got to wait till September, because that doesn't make any sense. It's in all the toy shops. I could now go to a separate toy shop and purchase it from that toy shop if I wanted to. But I've kind of stayed loyal to Hasbro Pulse. But why do that to me? It makes me not want to do it again. Right?
This is an ongoing thing with Hasbro Pulse, where if you order something from Hasbro Pulse, you're almost the last one to get it.
Right.
Unless you order it at Haslab or something that's obviously a Pulse exclusive. Then you've got no choice, right?
My only comeback on that, for my only reasoning behind that is, okay, Hasbro Pulse is a safe bet. If you get in on Hasbro Pulse, you're getting one of these. Yeah, and you can sit back, relax, and know that you're going to get it. So it's like the safety belt, right? Okay, you're gonna get one of these. Don't worry about it, but you're not gonna get it before everyone else.
Right.
So I don't know. It does make me consider if I'd want to do Pulse again.
Fair enough. I mean, I think it'd be okay if you decided to be like, let's order it on Pulse to make sure that you kind of that you have it, that you know it's at least going to be coming at some point. But also, if you start seeing it, if people are already like ordering it off Amazon and getting it like months before there's no reason.
2 days.
Just get it. Just do that way. Anyways, I digest. Thank you for the sad comment. Much appreciated. I should have played the music for you. But this is kind of the template that I'm kind of going with. And even though that the team from Hasbro said during their panel, they're not done with Return to Tatooine entirely, even if though the big push is the Battle of Geonosis. So we are still getting some more Cantina aliens, whether they're reissues or new sculpts or whatever. So we've still got more coming to help fill out the Cantina. We don't know who those are yet. We just saw shadows of 4 different hands. So we got, maybe it's a 4-pack. Steve, I don't know.
I don't know. How do you feel? Because we didn't even really get a chance to, catch up and talk about this during the event because it was so crazy. But how do you feel? I mean, we're going to talk about moving on to the Battle of Geonosis, but you have been searching out and finding the vintage figures of the Cantina for many years, right? It became a really cool little thing that we did. Go out, find one. If you've already got it, hey, do you need this one? Yes, I do. So we spent a lot of time collecting all the old vintage, and when I mean real vintage figures, to go in the Cantina, whether it's the cardboard one or a handmade one or a 3D printed one. And then we got this amazingly beautiful Cantina that came out. But now we're getting all of the figures redone again with beautiful sculpts, much more articulated and much more fun to set and put into different positions, etc. inside there. How does that make you feel? Are you happy about that? Or are you kind of on the fence 50-50, man, what am I going to do with all my old ones?
I am not even worried about it. It's I will decide at the time. We'll see who gets announced, because first off, there's a lot of Cantina aliens they've made over the last 30 years since Power of the Force that they will never probably get to again.
Yeah.
Right. Then you've got ones that probably could use a freshen up. Right. So we'll see. Again, I'm not going to judge it until I see who's got it. And even from there, I might decide to pass or go for it. If it's a 4-pack, they might trap me and go like, well, you're getting all 4 regardless. So it doesn't bother me any. I always feel it's great so that maybe if there's people that are maybe struggling to find some of these harder ones, especially from the Saga era, right?
At least then you can get that character, whether it be a new sculpt or not.
So I'm all for it. Bring it. Like, people invested in this Cantina are probably looking to try to find some of this stuff, maybe still are, and this is a good chance to maybe get them, or maybe they'll make characters they still haven't made and we just don't know who it is yet. So let's see what happens. And you know what, I'm always good for a good upgrade if that's the case.
D-Turtle says out with the old, in with the new.
Right. So using that as a template, we'll also get into some predictions of what we think they might re-release or freshen up for Geonosis. But first off, they kicked it off at the panel. They didn't kick off the panel with this. They kind of ended the panel with this, but they did their big announcement like, hey, we're doing Battle of Geonosis. It's going to be the biggest deal in the world. And, that's, and so we got a Haslab. And we all love it. We all got a good Haslab. This was, I'm stoked about it. I am me. I am an apologist of episode 2. Everyone's had to hear me go on about it. I enjoy that movie. It's fun, whatever. I kind of wish this was Dex's Diner, but this isn't about what I'm not getting. This is about what we are getting. And speaking of that too, when this was announced, a lot of people were like, we already have this. They've made this before. And then those same people were going, I wanted a Sandcrawler. And it's like, dude, they've made that before. They've made those too.
Yeah.
So, it's, people got to really kind of pick their battles. And you know what? A lot of people have been wanting this.
Yeah.
This is people love this ship. I think this ship is awesome. Especially when you got the original Clone Wars animated series, those shorts. And there's that episode with the ARC troopers and they're going through the banking city. Dude, these are
it's a great ship, and it is a massive improvement to the other one. If you
Yes.
compare them side by side and do a comparison of them, it is a massive improvement. You can actually use it the way you want to use it now.
Right. And I think and again, the stands are great. I think this is so good. And yes, these are expensive. Haslabs for Star Wars. I think Star Wars in general has just gotten more expensive. I think it's expensive to have the IP under your belt. It doesn't matter which company you are. So unless you're Disney Direct, like the Star Speeder, that was $350. And look, like you get so much with it, right?
And it looks almost identical with the stand here, right? It's
right.
It's got to be something to do with Hasbro, right? It's got to be.
Yeah, got to be. But again, that was released through Disney, kind of almost directly through the parks, so they didn't have to go through, these steps like Hasbro does, right? Because it's like third party in a sense when you're getting it from Hasbro. So it's hate to say, I know I sound like a corporate apologist for Hasbro, but I mean at the end of the day, that's kind of just what it is. I think I should make that very clear.
You probably don't have free reign to build whatever you want. You probably don't. I mean, look at, there you go. There's a great side by side, and you can see. I don't know. To me, and I'm not going to get this one, but to me, I can see why this would. If you owned one of the original ones, you would want this upgrade because it is far superior to that other one.
Right. Yeah, dude, and it's like by a lot too. Like it's just like the cockpits, the holding area, the gunner pods, and again, like hang on, where is this? Right, Sierra Kilo Bravo. The photos and vids don't do this justice. It's impressive, most impressive, live, and it is a sight to behold. Like when you see it in person, it was gorgeous, and I do find it that like. If you weren't, it's one of those things. If you weren't there, you kind of don't know for sure. And it even wasn't like I didn't even start getting like scared about the cantina, the size of it, until I saw it in Japan.
Right.
Right. That's when I got like, oh god, this thing is massive.
Where am I going to put it? Because it really it was a walk around in Japan, whereas before we've seen it, it's been up against the back wall, so you can't really gauge. And then when you walk around this thing and see it's
And you get another good scale too. Toying Around, Kevin and we dropped another video on this channel and on Toying Around on DL44 Network. I shouldn't say this channel. We're on two channels, on DL44 Network and on Toying Around, of us interviewing Jing and Chris from the Star Wars Hasbro team, and they kind of take us through the differences on the old one and the new one too. Anyways, I think this is an absolute delight. We've got a month left to go on this thing. I'm really hoping it does unlock. We get the two figures, one carded, one not, which I find very like. I think they should have came with three figures. It should have came with one carded, two loose. That's just me. I think.
But what did we get? Did we get the pilots or did we get the troopers?
You get the pilots. You get the two pilots, but one is carded, one is not.
Right.
So you're kind of left in this weird spot of like, well. I guess I still have to open one to have both pilots. So you're kind of stuck with that. And I kind of wish they would just do the three pilots, one carded, two loose. Just do that. Just do that. I kind of wish. Yeah, that's it.
We've said the same thing on the Micro Galaxy, right? With Jazzware. So like, if you're going to give us a ship and it's got enough seats to hold things, then give us the stuff to hold things. Because with that one, you can't actually buy separate figures. So if it's meant to be piloted by something, give us what's meant to be piloting it, or put it as a tier, because that way you're going to get more people want to get that tier.
Now, this is what I'm going to get into when we get into like how to build out your collection. So let's say you don't want to open up that package. What do you do? What can you do? And well, it's not only that, you could do so much, because let's face it, if you can afford two of these, you're probably rich. If you're able to get to, one of these, you're doing pretty well. And I think, hang on, Mudhorn Station, Ian, thank you for being here, Ian. Haslabs are out of my price range, but I really hope this fun's for people. Guess what? After all the traveling I've done this year, it's out of my price range too. And I want this really bad.
And it's not just the price though, man. It's the size.
It's
I
the
mean,
size.
it's not just the it's tall, it's long, but it's wide, man. That wing. Oh no,
It's a bomb. It's a.
Hang on. There you go. So yeah,
There you
the wingspan is so wide, so wide. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's bonkers, but it's, again, like I said, it's beautiful, and I think it's even too big to hang off the ceiling. So if you're one of those hang it off the ceiling guys, it might be.
Yeah, I think you would have no choice but to have the landing stand, because you can have it coming in for landing, you can have it landed, and you can have it on the side, right? Because you can always turn those ones around, from what I remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
So slightly angled, and then you can have it coming in for landing. I remember something like that anyway. But
yeah, you totally can. John Bryson, thank you for being here and hanging out with us. I'm sitting on either this or Snowcat. The Snowcat just funded today too, so congratulations to the GI Joe team on a successful Haslab. I think that's the other problem too. 2 Haslabs at once should not be allowed. They should they should space that out,
or stay in your wheelhouse and pick one fandom.
Dude, I can't do that.
No one can. Who can?
I am collection agnostic like everybody else. The and like you were saying, like they have it so that you can have the stand so it looks like guys are unloading and running off, or maybe have Yoda sitting there at the edge of it.
That's what I would want to do. That's the
same here, right? Around the survivors perimeter, create.
You can hear it as soon as you think you can hear it. You can hear it.
Yeah. It's so good. And but yeah, we will get into that, right? And hang on, Bolts is here too. Thank you for hanging out with us, Bolts. As a Hot Toys collectors, this is a great price for a higher end collectible. That's a fair point too, right?
Yeah, it's a high end collectible that you can play with without fear of breaking it. So you got to think about that too, right?
Right.
You can rip this thing apart. They've made it so changeable, interchangeable. Like with the Hot Toys, we all know those. We're always scared to replace the head or the hands because you don't know what's going to snap when you're doing it.
Yeah, right. That's
you can go to town
on. And then also you get the 3 unlockable tiers. You get 3 Jedis to go with this. I think this is super smart. I think there's some Jedis that in the background that still have never been made. I think all three of these 100% have been made, whether it was in the first, like the episode 2 line, or whether it was in Revenge of the Sith, right? Or just even later on when they're doing like either reissues with Saga or Legends, or any of that. It's always great to get refreshes on these figures, and I bet you they were like, hey, we're probably never going to get to these characters again. Here's our opportunity to do it. Let's do it. So, I'm all down for this too. I was trying to think of like, is there anything else they could have done? But I mean, a lot of this is troopers.
Really, Yoda could have been done, right?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Yoda's going to come out separately. I think Yoda's going to be its own figure. I think they're going to do that. I think he's going to be one of those characters. I think him, Mace Windu. I think Count Dooku. Well, they just kind of released Count Dooku not too long ago, but that doesn't matter. Who cares?
Doesn't matter. That happens all the time. If it's a new sculpt and it's better, then
because it actually wasn't too long ago since they did Mace Windu as well on Vintage Card. Yeah. So I mean,
what about Django?
Django just came out last year,
but maybe they'll do a one with a interchangeable head,
with a removable head.
Yeah,
is that it, or with the poncho? Right, like. Because he need that poncho. He's got the different jetpack because Obi-Wan kind of busted up his other one. I mean, I think we'll get into what our predictions. That's how they're going to build this out, just going by the poster. But yeah, so I'm very excited about this. I really do hope it funds. Again, look at those measurements, right?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Jesus, 30 by 30 by 10. Like
I think it's wider than the Ghost, but it's not as long as the Ghost. And I think it's taller and wider than the Ghost. And we all know what that took to home.
Right.
So, again, it's not the money on this. It's the space to put it as well. When you say you have to be rich, you need the room. So, yeah. You
need the real estate. Yeah.
You have to have that basement like somebody we know, right? So,
like so if someone just had a geeky basement that we might know of.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe someone who just bought a new house specifically for a larger basement, you know.
Ridiculous.
But it comes with a lot here. Again, these are a lot of the details you can't get in the, like you see in the video, you see it in photos, but when you see it in person, again, it hits completely different. Just because there's so much detail under the panels and in the inside. The ship features 2 missile launchers, each with 9 removable missiles, the rotating racks, right, the cockpit, 2 swivel bubble turrets, slow opening hinge to rear cargo to hold, right, 4 removable missiles on each wing, click and place wing mounted rotary cannons, and set of optional side panels. Again, they're all here. It's all listed on Hasbro Pulse.
With the artwork, yeah, it's good.
The artwork,
interchangeable artwork.
I don't know if you know this, Steve. When G.I. Joe, sometimes with some of their Haslabs, they'll come out with like missile effects, with like the smoke coming out and the trails, and you can connect it to the plane or the tank or whatever, and it just makes it look like it's in battle. Yeah. I kind of wish this had that with the missiles.
So just
where
like
the missiles are coming under the wings,
you could do a laser.
You know,
you could do an easy laser because all those cannons were just a straight, if you remember, like a green laser.
Yep.
Right? And it
because they were
missile, it was just a laser.
Yeah,
you could do that.
Agreed. I totally wish they kind of were able to do that. Again, I don't know the cost, or maybe if that was thought of, they might have said like, "Hey, maybe we should do effects," and they kind of went, "Oh no, I bet you people just want more figures." Dude,
I like the rotating missiles though, because that scene when you see it taken off and then the engagement of the missiles to fire another round, I love that scene. And so the fact you can actually turn the missile turret there is awesome. I like that.
Right. And Flash739 here is saying, you know, don't expect Star Wars to ever go the extra mile for anything. I disagree with that. I think there have been again, I think the extra mile to me for the Tattooine stuff was the retro style cantina with the Kenner style aliens. That to me is extra mile, as I think it's just those little things sometimes that just make it for me go over. But anyways, I think
the extra mile we're talking about is the extra free mile that will never be taken. You're not going to get something for nothing, I think.
Well, I'm not saying it should have been free, but I'm saying it could have at least been one of the tiers, because that's usually the case with G.I. Joe, is that those effects are part of the tiers. And I think if they started doing effects in Haslabs, I'm saying I think a lot. Take a drink every time I say I think.
Again.
I know. God damn it.
The effect would have to be pretty substantial for it to be a tier, I think, because that's pushing it up a lot more. So there would have to be a real good clip-on explosion.
I know.
I know what you mean.
I know.
But for a straight cylindrical tube to represent a laser, like 2 lightsabers together almost, you know, then that's something which I think can be achieved, you know.
That could, that's true. I'm gonna say it again. I do think it was because they wanted to have figures, and I think people just want more figures. I think collectors are they want figures. That's it. People want toys. They don't want effects, and I think that goes with Star Wars in general. All right, let's go through some of the stuff that I think that you need. Steve, you're gonna have to let me know, like, these are things that I thought are super important to have for your collection, if you want to build this out, if you're
getting this is what you need.
This is what you need. And I went with the first ones, the first release stuff when episode 2 came out. And I will let everybody know, because a lot of this stuff came out way later with much better sculpts, without the gimmicks, in TVC, all that kind of stuff, right? Let's take a look, right? Let's see here. Oh, hang on. Bad Wolf Media. Thank you for being here, Bad Wolf. Dole, the last 3 Joe Haslabs, Dragonfly, Rattler, Snowcat, the effects are part of the base offer. I don't remember about the hiss. Oh, that's good to know, because I totally would have forgot that. Right? Mudhorde Station. Before they go the extra mile, perhaps you go with the basic warm-up jog and give us the rest of Clone Force 99 and TVC. That would be great. That would be great. Okay, I'm going to get into these. So I'm starting with the episode 2 ones. These ones came out in what that would have been 2002? right, Steve?
But you're telling
2002,
us. That's why
2003?
we're here.
Oh my gosh. You're here for backup.
Okay. Yes, Ryan, you're right.
So these are the old ones, but a lot came out with the old ones that never got re-released. I just thought it would be fun to kind of show off some of these old ones.
You need this one just for the chains.
Chains, midriff. This figure's got it all. However, I don't know if they'll ever go back to this. I don't think we're ever going to get a midriff Padme ever again.
No.
Right? That's
so basically what you're saying is you need this.
You need this. You need a midriff Padme. It's Battle of Geonosis. She was battling Geonosis with a midriff, a torn up back.
Yeah.
And she could sit on that, what is that called? A reek. She could jump like 2 stories down on a reek crotch first and not even flinch. This woman is tough as hell. All right. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Bad Wolf Media, confirming it is 2002. Right. So right. So we also got Kit Fisto with that. Also, Kit Fisto's been released quite recently on TVC as well. He's a great character design. At least I think so. I don't know. Wait, no, I am wrong. I don't think he has gotten a re-release in a long time in TVC.
But
he's gotten one.
He's on the art, right? He's on the nose art.
He's on the nose
art,
or
whatever it is. Yeah.
Yes. So they do need to make a new one of him, or at least an update one of him. Yes, thank you, D-Sir. The last one was 2010, and that was a TVC figure. He needs to have that smile, that damn grin, right? Here's another one we need, and I don't want, like, as much as I want it on a TVC packaging as a re-release, I want them to do the boxed 4-pack that they do with other troop builders of Super Battle Droids.
Well, this could be the 4-pack we're getting then, right?
I hope so. I would love it. That'd be one of my favorite things. Baby Boba.
With the helmet.
We need him with the helmet, with his little poncho. We need Baby Boba. All right. Give us Daniel Logan in baby form. And awesome. We need it. We need this in TVC card. 100%. Shaq T, she is one of the ones that recently got a re-release under the Clone Wars banner. However, she was there. It works, right? Let's make that work. Again, just more battle droids. I know they just re-released them. They released a 4-pack of army builders. Plus, they're pretty easy to get on TVC cards as well if you want to spend that extra cash to have them on the card. Again, if you haven't gotten battle droids yet, you've been getting battle droids since 2002 and forward. And as far as I'm concerned, or not 2002, 1999. They've been releasing battle droids since 1999. And I feel like it doesn't matter what era of battle droid you buy, they all work. Yeah, they all work. Find the cheapest one at your local toy show and just buy them. Scoop them up.
Well, if you haven't done it now, you're probably going to be out of luck because now this is dropped. Everyone's going to be scooping them up. All the loosies are going to be gone.
That's true. So they got the 2 different colors, right? The red ones kind of blend in. Plo Koon, again, another character that's been getting plenty of re-releases throughout the years. You need it. All right. This is another army builder. And I don't know if they would do this as an army builder because there's a lot that goes into these Geonosians. And it's mostly the wings, the sculpt. They're a little more detailed than some other aliens.
Skeleton. Such a small skeleton. And it's so fragile, right? So you got to make sure that all the joints work. You got to make sure everything moves. Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll do this as a troop builder pack. I think there's just too much with the Geonosians to do it. But I would love to see them do it. Again, Clone Troopers, they've been re-released. They've got army builders out there now that you can get on Hasbro Pulse, on Amazon in Canada, I think. Maybe even Amazon in the States. I don't know. I'm not American. But again, they've been re-releasing these Phase 1 Clone Troopers for a very long time. And even if you want them in different styles, again, a lot like with some of these characters, this is something I want to bring up. Do you know what you need? If you wanted to do it, you could actually, your what is it? LAAT Infantry Edition 1. If you wanted to stock that up with Clone Wars figures in the Clone Wars style, it still works because all those ships were done in such a way that they still looked like they were pulled out of the movie and into this. So I say you need this. There he is, Sansi Tin. He's also one of the he's part of that Haslab.
Yep, he's a tier.
Right, he is a tier. So I mean, you can go back and get this one. I think they've done a couple re-releases of this one. I think I'm pretty certain they have at least one. But again, if let's say only the base funds, you still know where you can get this. Oh, look who's here, toying around.
Oh no!
Kevin
Attention
here. No. Oh, what do you mean? Oh no. No. That's good. That's good. He's good for the channel. All right. Oops, did I skip one? No, I didn't.
No,
I thought I did there. All right. Dicto, I'm pretty sure this is the only time we've gotten him. Again, anyone in the chat, please correct me if I am wrong. Again, Yoda. But we see, and I don't know, again, probably D-Cirtle will know before I know, but I feel like this might be one of the only few actual episode 2 Yodas we've gotten. And I think I'm hoping that Hasbro does a new one on a TVC card. Where he's kind of got the hand out and the lightning capturing and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, I think it's needed.
Hey Dole, what would Kenner name the background Jedi? It'd probably be like Armadillo Face or something. I don't know. That's where I'm going with that. That's where I think. All right, Luminara. Very popular character. She got a recent re-release in TVC under the Clone Wars banner as well. But hey, I'm going to say this.
That's a great action figure, though. Look at it.
I still have this. I still have this one in my collection. Even though I have the TVC one, I still have this one in my collection. This is such a dynamic figure.
Yeah.
And she looks so good. And again, they had those lightsaber effects in that you clip on. Dude, great figure. If you don't have this one's fairly cheap to get. I'm pretty sure you get her for $5 or under at any toy show. Don't sleep on it. If you do not own this, don't sleep on it.
That's what we used to say about the Cantina aliens, and then they drop the Cantina.
I still think they're all great. I still think the Power of the Force ones are great. Count Dooku, he got a release maybe 2-3 years ago now in TVC. Always good to get a Count Dooku. They could always re-release.
I'd like to see another Dooku for sure.
Yeah, same with Mace Windu. I like this one in particular because he's got that yelling head.
Yeah.
However, I would not mind if they gave like the dark brooding frown of this party's over. I would love to have that. Or at least that picture on the card. This party's over.
Yeah.
Be
the
fun
stern
stuff.
face as he runs in for the head chopping. That's the one we want.
Yes, right. And he's able to hold it down like that too, and swing up and pop this dude. Right, Jango Fett. Arena battle again. Let's
final battle.
Final battle, right? Because it is his final battle. More Geonosians. They come with the same dogs that the Tusken Raiders had. A little good reuse of assets at ILM. I will give them props for that. Anytime you can reuse an asset, save a little bit of money. Why not? Plus, those dogs look cool. They fit right in. Who's to say they're not originally from Geonosis? Who's to say? I'm not. Right. I'm not part of the Lucasfilm story team.
You know, most dogs aren't from the country you'll see them in.
That's
from everywhere.
True enough. That's very true. Kiadi Mundi. I believe he
the most majestic head in the whole of the universe.
Oh, dude. Keeper of secrets. Kiadi Mundi. I can't remember the last time I know he's got a vintage collection release, but I think that one too hasn't been until like 2010. So again, that's like been 15 years since our last really good one, or maybe he got one with the Clone Wars. Either way, get him. You're going to need him. You're going to need him. This one definitely needs a re-release. I would love more of these. These are one of my favorite droids in all of Star Wars. Droidicas.
That Hot Toys we got recently was great.
Oh, dude. Yeah, regrets not getting that one. But I told myself if I start going down that road, then I'm getting like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. But again, battle droids, more battle droids, the better. Bring them on, right? We need that. Look at this.
Yeah.
Who's this? Right? You don't want to open up your packaging. You want to keep one in package, one out of packaging. Bang. There you go.
There you go.
Grab yourself
Perfect.
one of these guys. I will bet you this guy will fit in the cockpit just fine and dandy. I think those legs look a little spread. I don't think they're really like articulated, but you know what? Grab one if you see one, and then you could try one out. So hopefully you're not opening the packages and you don't need to. Heat them up. Heat them up. Put them in the back seat.
Boiling water. Yeah.
Yeah. Get them in there. Right. So if you don't want to open one up, you need it. Right. That's the whole point. Yeah. Now I also added some figures here that are just fun to have. If you just want something to display in there, you could toss the Anakin. They have made plenty of episode 2 Anakins. But man, imagine just getting bug parts to put on the ground, scattered around your Haslab. I think that would be awesome.
3D print some explosions so you can have the explosion in the middle, holding it together and just splitting apart. With clone troopers just hitting it, just cannon fire from the that'd be so good. That'd be
right.
So good.
And I thought it'd be great too, because again, these aren't very expensive, right? Like these still go like they're 2-packs that probably still go for what, $5. Get a few of these and just scatter bug parts around the landing area. I think would be awesome. Again, just some fun gimmicky stuff if you want some extra platforms or whatever to put around your Haslab or your Geonosis stuff. Again, that's why I put this one in here. Not only do you get a flying Geonosian, another new sculpt, just to kind of add some variety, you get some like little like hive stuff, right? So if you want some things to just kind of put around there and put on for your display to kind of add that extra environment, bang, grab one of these. Why the hell not? Again, it's more waste. This is such a cheesy toy and I love it. So I put it in there. Screw it. I don't care.
I mean, he's got the action and the look right now. We just need to change that face.
Yeah, we just need to switch it up. Again, if you want some more parts to your Geonosis environment,
some more greeblies to put into the environment.
That's it. That's the term. If you want some more greeblies, grab some greeblies. There was a lot that came out during this time, and I don't think we've seen them since. And again, it's always good to have more battle droids. Doesn't matter when the droids were made. I find that the droids, for the most part, all kind of hold up with your TVC or with your Haslabs. Just throw them in there. Throw them in there.
Throw them down. They don't have to be stood up.
Right? You got
the arena.
Right? You got the Dooku. Bang. Get the Obi-Wan to go with it. Right? Then you got the whole platform. You're good. You're fine. Again, this Obi-Wan, if you want more greeblies, because this one too comes with just extra stuff. If you want it just like the pillars laying down on the ground, are they to scale? Not even close. But will they do the trick? Why not?
100%.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's fun. They should re-release this Obi-Wan too.
Wow, he looks very Jesus-like in this one.
he's our Easter best.
Another one. What's the face on this one? I can't make that out. Is that a grimacing face? Is that
he's frowning in this one. They went all out on the Mace Windu expressions for whatever reason.
This is the one. This is the arena confrontation. It has it written right there. This is the face. They even have the picture of it.
There it is, right? That's him doing it. Taking a big swing.
Yeah.
Right? This one too, Dooku with the lightning effects. Good stuff. Even the TVC one came out with that. All right, more Padme. What's better than more Padme? Nothing, Steve. There's nothing better than more Padme. This is something I think that they're going to release, because you know how they do like I said, they did the Streets of Tattooine. I don't think they're going to re-release the arena battle. I could see them re-releasing a diorama of the droid factory.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
I think they should just do a rolling action Padme that you can roll down a sandbank.
Oh, dude. Yes, and then that's when you used your Haslab with Anakin
Sure,
going,
yeah.
Padme, and then
No.
Obi-Wan giving him shit. What would she do?
Land the ship.
Right? That's what it would be.
Yeah.
Right? You can
That's what we
recreate
need.
that. That's why you
Yeah.
need the Haslab.
Rolling Padme. She can roll everywhere. Just wind her up.
God, could you imagine how much that sand would burn on that scratch on her back from that kitty cat? God.
Getting too deep, dude. Getting
Dude,
too deep.
she's tough as nails, man. She's tough as nails. Everyone's favorite, probably Paul's. Alias, how do you say that? Ayla Sakura,
Yeah.
right? Dude, she was hot shit before she ever appeared in a movie. She originally came from the comic books, and dudes were all like, "Yo," and George was like, put her in. No Mara Jade, but we'll do this. She's great, played by very wonderful and sweet Amy Allen.
Amy Allen, yeah, and one of the most dramatic deaths and most concerning deaths, I think. Gunned down from behind. Yeah,
right. Oh,
and they didn't stop shooting. They didn't stop shooting.
Dude, brutal death, grueling, right? It's like pig. What did I say? Streets of Mos. What did I say? Oh no, bitter troll. She's one of mine, right? Everyone likes a good tweet. Flash, I'm not putting that one up, but you know what?
I keep forgetting to look at the comments. I hear. Oh my Lord. Terrible. Good evening, Tony. Good to see you here too. Sorry, I missed the comments. Great. I've been studying so hard at the screen.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. If you see anything, I can pop it up for you. And again, her recent release for both of these women, right? Both Ayla and Barriss Offee both got again Clone Wars carded re-releases in TVC. She's also a very popular character thanks to the Clone Wars cartoon.
Not forgetting Tales of the Jedi.
That starts from there because that story continues in Tales of the Jedi, which is also, that again, more tales from Star Wars, please. All those episodes have been absolute bangers. Barriss Offee, the Padawan of we just saw best figure in the line. Luminara, right? There we go. Yeah. We got this. Dude, we need this guy. I need that whole war room. This is Wat Tamber.
Can we get one that makes the noises though?
Yes,
because it's so needed. It's so needed. You always want to adjust your speech pitch in the middle of a meeting.
Yeah. Well, he kind of sounds like he had like a glitch, and then he's like trying to fix it while still talking.
We need that. What does he come with? What is that he's standing?
That's a hologram, and I think that's even part of the table.
That's
so cool. Again, if you need some Griblies, we'll get there in a second. There's our other dude from the Haslab, Mr.
Our
Coleman.
other dude.
Well, Coleman Trevor, who goes in guns, sabers blazing, and gets like pinged off right off the balcony by Jango Fett, and then he does his little gun twirl, and he's like, "See that kid? I just murdered someone." And Dad of the Year. R2-D2, you can always re-release. R2-D2 can come out at any point in time. He's going to be a hot seller. But this one has to have the attachable rockets on the side. Yeah. So if we're going to do that, I also like that this particular R2 comes with the little suction thing for 3PO's head.
Does it actually suck?
I don't know if it actually sucks, but the toy itself is awesome.
Yeah. You'd think there'd be some way of attaching it, right?
It had to be a magnet. There had to be something, right?
That's expensive. Back in those days, a magnet?
Yeah, but back in those days, they would metal vac things. We get all... This has a magnet, Steven. This toy has a magnet in the arm.
I am not a fan of this figure at all. There's something so wrong with this one.
Go on. Tell me why.
It just looks so wrong in so many ways. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's just slouching, angry. Like it looks like almost like Justin Bieber and Macaulay Culkin. I don't like the look of it. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah.
Okay. But this one did have magnets because you had the arm. I think this might be the one, or maybe it's another one. maybe it's the episode 2, but either way, they had the detachable arm that you could attach that was magnet. And yeah, no, I hope they do a re-release again of Anakin Skywalker. Again, episode 2 Anakin's. They've already got the sculpt. All he needs is the 2 lightsabers.
They need to do a re-release because I don't like this one. So there you go.
There you go. This is a fun little set. I wish they would do more of these accessory sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always cool to get. I've still got a ton of the episode 1 accessory sets in a tub.
It comes with the fish and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Is that the one see, I kind of wish they would kind of do stuff like this again, where there came with effects. Just, I like this. The droid parts, droid factories, right? Fun. I just put this one in here because we saw this one. This one was in Japan when we were there at that store.
That was a great day.
I got the Slave Leia one. It was a great day.
Did they have Leia? I just remember moving those boxes back in your face. You sucked in all the oxygen of the room as I unveiled Princess Leia in her slave outfit.
Well, I was wondering why you
shot past my face at such speed.
Well, like you were unveiling it in slow motion. I could only take so much pain.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. So again, if you want that just little extra something to put with your Haslab, and you just want to, or how about this? You get the Haslab, you're going to display it. What's a better thing to do with your mates than to have a drink? What could you drink out of while building out your Geonosis battle, your battle of Geonosis? Bang, this cup right here.
Your plastic, your BPA loaded, lead painted plastic mug.
Listen, you're not a real man until you drink from one of these cups, okay?
Yeah.
That's
a cure for everything right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, what better to have your Star Wars Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
With a shot of rum, right? Throw that in one of these cups made for children.
Having Obi-Wan judging you in the background as you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I only own one of these beasts. I only own Tooth Kitty, right?
So do you think we'll get a re-release of the beasts?
I was wondering.
It's not the arena, it's Battle of Geonosis.
But that's where it starts, right? It starts. The battle starts in the arena.
It does,
and then goes out.
Continues,
right? Everyone storms out, and it's just like chaos. Beautiful chaos. Everyone, if you haven't watched episode 2 in a while, because you're like, oh, episode 2, just watch from the start of the arena to the end, because it's awesome. I don't care what anyone says. I enjoy that movie. It's fun. But man, I don't own this. I don't own the Reek, but I have Tooth Kitty. I love Tooth Kitty. It's one of my favorite creatures, but I am also wondering as well, and I do hope that maybe we'll get a re-release of one of these creatures, because I can't think of anything else they would do unless they do 2 small vehicles instead of a beast. Because I think if they do, I wonder if they feel if they feel that if they do one beast, they have to do them all.
That's the tricky thing, right? Especially when you do these 3. These ones in particular come in 3s, right? So what do you do?
Right.
Do you release the dogs or do you re-release these? And this guy was awesome. His attitude was just let me stab. It was great.
Yeah, dude, great. This is again
but then
great
without the rhino bull bear. Without that, then you can't chase down Obi-Wan, right?
Right. So again, yeah, dude, I gotta find this. The itch is real. I gotta find this. I like this crab mantis alien.
Yeah.
Awesome design.
Sound as well. The best sound coming from it.
So
better than any of the Jurassic Park stuff.
Yeah. I'm waiting for this guy to show up in a new Jurassic Park, honestly.
Yeah.
I do think this is one of the best, coolest designed monster 8 creatures in Star Wars. Amazing stuff. If I was like a crime lord in Star Wars,
you'd own one. Would you ride this?
No, I would have him on a leash, and I would walk around with him. Nobody fuck with me.
Yeah,
right. Be good.
I don't think you better bring it in the pub though.
No, he'd wait outside like a dog.
Here's the rhino bear thing.
Right, the rhino bear. awesome as well. If they do re-release this, I would want a chain harness, and it'd be fun if they could figure out a way to get all like Padme, Obi-Wan, and Anakin to all sit on it.
Again, amazing sound from this one. And with this particular one, you get the battle roar by the look of it. I never had this one, but
yeah,
it'd be interesting to see how it sounded in old school electronics.
Right? Look at this. Bad Wolf Media, don't be showing off eBay. We don't do eBay prices here. I'm not. If I was rich enough to pay eBay prices, I'd get 2 Haslabs.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Peak Obi-Wan. It's like Pokemon. Right? It is like Pokemon. Got to catch.
You can't have one. You can't just get one of these beasts. You have to get all 3. It would just be ridiculous.
Flash 739. They will make a Black Series Haslab of this monster. Dude, will they? I can't imagine that, to be honest. And Flash 739 also asking, doesn't Abigail Gardner of Yes Have Some Podcast and Toy Anxiety, doesn't Abby have most of this? I believe she does. But
that's hers and not Doll's.
But that's hers. So she's already ahead of the game. In fact, actually, she should be the one here telling us what we need, because she's got pretty much most of it. That's what's going on here. Here's Tooth Kitty, right? What is the Nexu? I have this. I love it. Guess where? Hey, Steve, I got this one at Chicago.
Oh,
Celebration Chicago. I did.
From one of the vendors there?
From one of the vendors. I got it for like $5 on the last day, when I decided, like, you know what? I'm just going to go to, like, because Chicago, for those who don't know, best celebration we ever had. I love Japan. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but
Japan
we have
is special
Japan.
Yes, Japan is special for a different reason.
Yeah.
The reason why Chicago was the best is because it had shit ton of vendors.
Yeah.
Everybody had competing prices. So you could barter, you could bargain, you could find stuff you couldn't find anywhere. I've never seen anywhere but Chicago. Dude, it was so good. Plus the energy was there. Dude, 5 days.
Upstairs, downstairs, 2 convention centers. There was just an abundance of things to do. The layout was fantastic. All of the guests were all around the outside. It was so good.
Do you remember the Disney booth? It had you could sit in the cart from or the pod from Rise of the Resistance. That's where you first saw that. You go in and take photos. Oh, dude.
They had the Falcon. One side was clean like Lando. The other side was dirty like Hans. You could walk through both. It was such a great convention. And there was space everywhere. It was just...
They had the full-size X-Wing.
Yeah, and TIE Fighter. Yeah, it was a great convention. And I was still not done by the end of day 5. I was so worried. 5 days? What are we going to do in 5 days? We were still not done. We still had not had enough. Yeah,
dude, for real. Yeah. Again, here we go. More. we should do a celebration look back one day episode. All right, so we got more Droid Factory stuff. They came up with a bunch of stuff. This one comes with Play-Doh. I don't know if you knew this. So this comes with Play-Doh that you put inside so that you can crush your droid. So he's got like a plastic kind of shell, and then you can crush his insides with the Play-Doh.
Wow. Why would you want to do that?
Well, it's very good. Kids might want to. Kids might want to use the Play-Doh, but I just thought that was, like, we haven't seen that since at all. So clearly somewhere along the line. No.
Oh. See, I want to see you do an unboxing and smell test of an old Play-Doh to see what happens to it.
Yeah, might not be good. Again, I do have this one though. This is part of the Droid Factory line, and again, all this Droid Factory stuff that I've been showing, it all connects. It all makes one big conveyor belt
That's cool.
For the droid building, and it also connects that you can connect all of these to the arena playset. So actually they made sections of, so you buy the arena and you buy sections to add on to the arena. Like, we don't get that anymore with anything.
Yeah.
And so for them to be able to do this and come out with these fun packs, like, come on, they get the droid with the 3PO body and 3PO with the battle droid body. Come on. good. This is good shit, man. And I have this, and I love it. It's one of my favorite things on my shelf. And there he is. There's the big one.
There it is. That's everything you need right there. Yeah.
I could have found a better photo, right? It's so small.
Would you? Here's a question for you. Would you prefer to get a playset as a Haslab or a craft as a Haslab?
That's
because we haven't really. I mean, the Cantina is kind of a playset. Don't get me wrong. I know that.
Right.
But these playsets were built for a purpose, right? And it is to reenact that one particular scene. Would you rather see a playset or just a single craft like we got?
Depends on what it is, I think. I think for, again, the streets of Mos Eisley, you just need the backdrop, right? I don't think you need to have trap doors and jail cells or anything like that. I think if you're going to
cool.
Oh, I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool.
I mean, if you could link the outside of the Cantina and get the little, round ship outside of it, you could have your land speeder parked outside of it. On the reverse side of that, you got the Cantina, so that's the other side of it.
Well, I think
and then you could stretch it out into the rest of Mos Eisley, into the hangar bay, and then you could put your Falcon in there.
I think you can connect the streets to the entrances of the Cantina. So we'll can make it one big thing. We will. Okay. We were going to put that to the test.
Yeah. What about Docking Bay 94? Is it 94? It was 94, right?
Here's the cool thing about Docking Bay 94. First off, it would be huge. I don't know where I would put that. Like, because I barely have room for the Falcon to let alone do like a Falcon, a Docking Bay connecting the streets, then goes to the Cantina. I do not have a place big enough.
But that would be your entry into getting a Pelimoto.
But that's where I was going to go. I was like, because you could do Docking Bay 94, or what is hers? 50 something. Hers is like Docking Bay 51 or something.
If you can get interchangeable nose art on a drop ship, you can get interchangeable Docking Bay numbers.
But again, too, like, because it's just a circle, it'd have to come with boxes, and then you would have to have the one viewing area that where you see Pelly looking down, and she's like, and it needs to be big enough to not only fit the Falcon, it's got to fit the Razor Crest. It's got to. Oh man, I don't know if I'd want a Docking Bay as much as I would want Pelimoto's workshop garage.
Yeah, but that's only that's got to be big enough to house the Starfighter too, right?
Right. Also, that's just me. That's just I'm the only one that wants a lot of this stuff, and that's fine. And it's fine.
Hey, wish,
right? This is funny. Tony, bet the Play-Doh would be better than the OG ectoplasm. Probably. Probably. Michael Brinkley Studios, a Mustafar playset would be an awesome Haslab. I agree. That's it. And Tony Johnson, 35. Yes, it is Docking Bay 35. And Peak Obi-Wan, such an underrated playset. I agree. And it's expensive too. Like this playset goes for $300, right? Like it's
cheaper than a dropship.
Cheaper than a dropship, right? And those ones too, on the secondary market, people are like, oh, we've already got this. For people who don't have it, you could spend $100 more than what they're going for on the secondary market and get this nice big deluxe one from a Haslab, or spend $350 and get this small like toy. So I mean it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. You decide how you're going to do it.
It's funny because I can remember a couple of years ago that when we had all our feelers out and when we were all at different cons at different sides of the world, we were looking for these drop ships.
Right.
And it's like, oh man, have they got one of those? How much is it? $500, $700? Like some of them are going for big money.
The ones that go for the biggest money have the Ayla Sakura pinup on the side.
Right.
Because they did that one too, which I was hoping they were going to do when they I was like, oh man, it's clean. There's no graffiti on it or no mural. Then they said, oh, that you got interchangeable ones, but not one of them is the pinup.
Yeah. No.
And I was like,
at all.
Come on, guys. I blame Disney more than I blame Hasbro for that. 100%.
The same reason you're not going to get a midriff Padme again.
Or a Slave Leia, right? We're not getting any of that anymore because, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to get into it.
See now,
I'm just being a dirty old man. Let me be a dirty old man.
Yeah. Dude, you can just watch the movie and fantasize. You don't need a 3.75 figure. You'll be good.
I've got one. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But they did come out with Ayla Secura. She's got midriff for days. Anyway, I digest. They did They did the war room. They did the war room table with the holograph. You can get the Geonosis. Like you can get all those dudes that are around the table. The banking clan dude, the Geonosis dude with the cane who has the plans for the Death Star. Spoiler alert. They got all of that with Count Dooku. This is a really fun set. I also need to find these. I need to find these now. But there's two parts to it. Oh, they're not in order.
Yeah.
But there are two parts so you can complete the table, which is again, I wish Hasbro would go back to do little stuff like this. Like just these little props that are bigger that you have to like build a prop, right? Build a set piece.
Yeah, whatever. Like we have build a character, you can get build a prop.
Right. That's what I want, right? Again, we need more speeder bikes, bark troopers, all that kind of stuff that are in I believe they're in episode. Yeah, this one's Geonosis. Yeah, this one's Geonosis. Okay, making sure.
This thing reminds me of the new Alien we're getting in Alien Earth that's about to come out next week.
Right, dude. This is a nice plug. These aliens are awesome as well. These like mosquito bug looking ones that they had. I'm all down for these. I would love if they made new ones. Again,
I've never seen this set.
You've never seen this set? Dooku and his bike?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's got to get to that little cubby hole.
Bike.
He's got to get to his ship because he's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
This started way sooner than expected. And again, there it is. There's the original one. This one goes for a lot of money. They just do, even loose. Yeah. And sometimes they're not even complete half the time. So again, if this is what you choose to decide to take that route, go for it. But you know what? That's where it is. Jamie's here too.
Hey, Jamie, how you doing?
Welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. All right, let's keep going here. We're almost there. Oh, there's my Tattooine. All right, now we're getting to some of the bigger vehicles.
Yeah.
I can't remember some of these cases. I'm like, was this in Geonosis? Or do we just need it in Republic?
This one looks like it was on the Wookiee
Kashyyyk,
planet, right? Kashyyyk,
right? Yeah. But I wasn't sure, and I was like, I'm just gonna put it in there anyway. These are awesome. Yeah, these are great. Again, I find that the Separatist vehicles are so weird, and do you
have one of these?
I don't.
Okay, so rapid fire missiles. I haven't got one of these either. I haven't never seen one out of the box. I've seen the box, but I'm wondering if anyone has this. When you roll it forward, does it initiate the firing of the rocket? So the faster you do it, the faster the rockets fire out, just like in the scene in the movie, because that would be very cool.
This would be a good one to re-release with those effects that we were talking about, with the missiles flying out. Like,
yeah, but they do. This one's rapid firing, right? So they obviously fire.
They obviously fire.
Yeah.
So I guess we need it. Tanks again, right?
Yeah.
We gotta have some tanks. These things too, wild. Again, this was under the Clone Wars label, but they were there. They were part of that Geonosis battle. Again,
such a simple firing effect, if you ask me. It is just a long lightsaber with a bigger end. You plug it in, you have a little LED behind there, and switch it on.
Oh man, to have lights, come on, dude.
Yeah,
but man,
that used to be what we would have on ships, right? That's what we look forward to.
It's true. The ATTE, this too, also I think would have made an awesome Haslab.
Yeah, they just released this in Micro Galaxy. Well, not just. They have released it in Micro Galaxy, and they got another set coming out as well.
Yeah,
it's a great vehicle.
It is
to just
so
play with
cool.
and articulate. It's so good.
This is one of my favorite prequel era vehicles. But again, walkers are always awesome. They were awesome in Empire Strikes Back. They were awesome in the prequels. They're great. These are super.
I still want to see a custom one from Rebels that Rex has with the landing pad on the top that they just retired into. I'd love to see that.
Right. I would love to see that. And then I think that same goes for me when I think about the Sandcrawler, I'd like to have it where it's got the tents on top, or you can switch it up to
It's
the top with the
huge.
bones.
Think about the scale of a sandcrawler, man. I mean, you're never going to get it to scale. So
Well,
wouldn't
I
it be
don't
better
need
just
it.
to have?
I don't
I'd
need it
rather
to
have a set.
scale.
I'd rather have a set where it's just the bottom wheels and you can do some stuff in it, and then you can reenact the whole selling of the droids outside at the Lars homestead. Then you could get the Lars homestead. Then you could get Burnt Aunt Beru.
Nah, dude.
That's fun.
I do want that, but I want to be able to like customize the top. So you could have the tents from episode 2 of Mando, or you could have like the skull, the Crate Dragon skull that's on top of the one also as seen in The Mandalorian. But then you could take all that off and you just have the basic one that you see everywhere else. Right? Again, speaking of Mandalorian, Turbo Tank, dude, this thing is massive. This is also a very, very expensive, pricey one to get on the secondary market. Again, because it has a lot of things that are just that are easy to lose.
Yeah,
as they say. But this thing is awesome. I don't know. It's just one of those things. I think
lights and sounds, baby. Lights and sounds.
Lights and sounds. God dang, man. What a time. I can't remember if this one is in the battle either, but I remember
seeing this on Kashyyyk.
Again, yes. I know it's definitely in Kashyyyk. It's definitely been in the Clone Wars. But I was like, I'm just going to put it in here because maybe you just want to fill it out just for fun, right? If you're creating a battleground. And then there's the Republic tanks. Going to need those. Everyone loves these. I love playing them in Battlefront 2 on my PlayStation. And again, let's get some more of these spider-like droids.
Yeah.
Super cool. That is my list. That is my list of things I think
extensive list, Ryan.
That's what I do here. Yeah, and I didn't even go through. That's why I was about to go through like, everything. I was about to do everything you could use with the LAATI. I was like, but then that would be an episode that would take all damn night because then you'd be going through everything from 2002 to present, and it's just too damn much, Steve.
We can't do that. We can't do that in one episode, Ryan. We have to take a break at some point.
We do. But no, so this is it. This is what I came up with. I hope this helps you. I hope this what's the right word? Hope this inspires you.
It inspired me. Well, it helped me know that I made the right decision on not actually wanting to purchase this, because if you did, you would want to get this. So that's helped me.
Right.
But I am interested to see what they're going to do to round up and finish off on the return to Tattooine as well. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, but I'm super curious what they can do if they're going to do another beast, if they're going to do more smaller vehicles. Because if they wanted to, they could, instead of doing maybe a beast in a smaller vehicle, they could re-release like a tank or any of those like bigger, medium-sized vehicles.
Yeah.
Right? Like maybe we'll get one of those, because it's not like they don't release X-Wings. Or anything like that, right? They do all of that. So, I don't know. I'm super curious to see as well, like what they could do with where this is building out, because as you see, there is a lot.
Yeah.
And they could do a lot with Geonosis. And even if this Haslab does not fund for whatever reason, and I still have a firm belief that it will at the end of the day, they're still going to go through with the Battle of Geonosis. It doesn't stop because the Haslab didn't fund. It's going to keep going. Yeah. So if this is something you still want to display and have fun with, and you want to get into the collecting part, I say go back to 2002 and, start from there and just kind of work your way up and, don't collect beyond your means.
It means as in money or means as in space to put this shit?
Both. both come into play. In some cases, both are in play.
Yeah.
So and I feel like there's still a lot of stuff that's affordable, and you could still build out a really good collection and have a really nice display and a really nice shelf if that's how you decide you want to go. And I think I love that Star Wars does this now. I love that Hasbro is doing this. I'm already, again, we can't help ourselves as collectors or people like me who get super excited, where it's like, I think Marvel kind of ruined this for me. You're kind of, sometimes you're not in the present and you're already thinking about what's coming or
Yeah.
what could be coming.
Yeah, you get overexcited. If I can get this, then I must be able to get this, and then I can get that.
Right. And I think that's totally awesome.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm hoping that next year, I hope it's Mandalorian related. And I only say that because we're getting the Mando Grogu movie. And I kind of wish that instead of starting in the summer with the Haslabs and the seasons, I would love it if they kicked off whatever next year's season is, if they kicked it off in May before Mando opens. Right? Because you imagine if because did they have a release date?
I don't know if there's an exact date.
Hang on. Let's spell that correctly. Learn to type.
Because all the stuff we've been teased so far is there's going to be an epic battle, right? So
right.
Oh no, hang on. I'm thinking of Ahsoka. Sorry.
Okay, so it comes out May 22nd. Mandalorian and Grogu. Imagine if they launch the new toy season, the next story, the next event, whatever it is. If they launch it May 4th. Then you've got that whole month to lead into Mando and Grogu with it doesn't necessarily have to be new toys based on the movie, because I have a feeling that Lucasfilm is going to keep that shit super tight-lipped unless they come out with Sigourney Weaver's character, which we've seen photos of.
Which will be an X-Wing though, right?
Well, I mean, they could at least come out with her figure, release it for that before the movie comes out. And they could do I don't know, do whatever from Mando. There's I'm trying to think of something specific from Mando you could build a whole event around of. But I mean, maybe just wait and just do the whole movie and just kind of be like, hey, we're going to do this. And we're going to get this is where now they're focused. So now it's now you can get Pelimoto. Now you can get just basic pilot Carson Teva. You can get all this anything, or just Bill Burr, a new version of Bill Burr's character. Get that stuff out now leading into Mando that we didn't get from the last few years that people have been wanting. Hell, give me Jack Black's character. I will totally buy a 2-pack of him and Lizzo in a heartbeat.
But then you got to collect the whole of that round the table.
You mean more plates and cups?
Yeah, more plates, cups, dining. You'll have all these creatures in their elegant gowns.
Hey, you know what? Yes, please.
Yeah, I think you should hold a get-together where we all have to be a creature in a gown sat around the table.
What if one of next year's plays? I know we should be talking about Geonosis. We just talked for an hour about Geonosis. I want to talk about my ideas for the Mando year. All right. We're going to talk about that for one hot second. What they should make for the diorama play set should be the Adelphi base bar.
Oh, we've well, I guess not on this show because this is the first time we've done this particular talk. But yeah, we've talked about this. The Adelphi base, the Adelphi Rangers base is definitely a play set which is needed. I think everything about the Rangers, regardless of who we want to be in it, the story has not been told. It has not been told. We always go to the smugglers and the Empire and the cool, but let's go back to the workhorses. Let's go back to the X-Wing pilots, the guys that are laying down the smack and keeping it in order. I want to see that. We've talked about that so many times. Yeah, that base would be great. The bar would be a new bar. The play set,
and then come out with all the directors. Do a do like a 4-pack of the directors.
Yeah, that's an absolute.
Give us the bartender. Give us Pam as the Rodian pilot, and then you do Zeb as the pack-in.
Yeah.
Character
it would
in
just
his
be
blue.
so cool, and you got all the stuff hanging up around the bar, all the trophies and the skulls and everything like that. It would be such a cool set, and then you can park your X-Wings outside too.
Right, Pig Obi-Wan. Did you get your card?
Why is everyone getting after me today?
Well, I mean, I haven't gotten mine yet either. I ordered mine from E-Collectibles.
Oh, I ordered mine from Hasbro Pulse. I ordered all mine from Hasbro Pulse. And guess what?
That hasn't arrived yet, has it?
No, it doesn't come till September.
Dude, September is in 3 weeks.
I'm in the remakes. Everyone's been opening theirs up, smelling them, setting them up. making them make out with Hera, and I'm sitting here on my hands.
That's all mine is doing. That's why I bought 4. I bought 4 Heras. I bought 4 Carson Davis.
Oh my god!
Right? That's Flash 739. Have they made any other figures from the Mandalorian heist gang besides Bill Burr? Well, not only that, they didn't make the proper Bill Burr yet from the heist. That is something I actually brought up at San Diego. It was just like, hey, like, can we ever go back to revisit that? Because if you're still going to make stuff based on previous Haslabs, like if they're going to continue the story of Tattooine and make more Cantina aliens, why can't we get more stuff to go with the Razor Crest? Maybe a frog lady?
So many more things. So many more things we could get.
So many more things.
So many more. But I like the idea of the heist gang. That's kind of cool.
Same here. I would love to get that. Right, Chris Bartlett figure in that one.
You know, and then you could have the hallway. You don't have to have the space station. You could just have the hallway where the shit goes down. You know, that'd be great.
Hey, Obi-Wan, you look so good.
I'm just playing. I'm just really bitter about the whole thing. So,
oh wow, bitter on brand.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good. Bitter troll. I ordered some Davis from Hasbro.
Yeah,
and some from Amazon. My Amazon showed up Wednesday. They're sold out on Amazon. I didn't even think to order from like I couldn't, but it's great. It's great.
They're sold out on Pulse as well, aren't they?
Oh yeah. They're sold. Yeah. It's Carson Tava. Yeah. Come on. Tony Johnson, I expect to buy one off Paul in September. Well,
he hasn't got any.
He hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't. Shut up. Yeah, he's got like 1 million of them. But they're going to cost you.
There's a reason they're sold out.
They're going to cost you $80 though. They're going to because they're going to get signed, right? Again, bitter troll. Paul tells me I won't get them till next month. Yeah, that's September, guys. We're 3 weeks away from it. You're fine. Everything's fine here. All right. How are you? Right. The bolts. The Imp Officer Bill Burr takes out. Yeah, like it's that's Sam Witwer, right? No, not the Imperial Officer.
Not the Officer. The Officer was an horrible old dude.
I'm thinking the Rebellion one. Again, I'm thinking the heist episode, which is one of my favorite episodes, by the way. The heist, especially when the lights start blinking and he's like picking everybody off. So good.
Yeah.
So good. Well, I guess that's it, Steve. I got nothing to add. Is there anything that you're excited about? Is there anything that you were hoping to get? Is there anything you want to see in the future?
Yeah, just remotely, just from Hasbro?
Well, yeah, I'm just kind of saying.
So if we're staying on brand, so yeah, I mean, I am one of the, I think, few maybe looking at people's comments, and why I read the comments, I don't know. Not in here, I just mean in general. I'm looking forward to the Halloween characters coming out. I want all 3 of those. They look awesome.
They do.
So I was the mummy wrap TK with the staff, so good. The glow in the dark. Yeah. And then Ventress looks so good as a witch. So yeah,
Ventress looks so good. That's the one I want.
A, I don't do Black Series anymore. B, I didn't get the toys when I want them, but I'm getting those when I see them because they're going to be Walmart and Target exclusives, right? So
right.
I'm
you at the very least need the Trooper.
Yes, at the very least to go on the Trooper shelf.
Right.
Yeah, they're so cool, and I really want to get the Temple Guard, the Jedi Temple Guard. Again, I don't want any more Black Series, but I want.
Sometimes that's the only way you can get them. Right.
Yeah.
I think that's how they get us. Right. They're like, can't release both. We need people to buy
those ones. Those excited me. Those ones made me want to get back out there and look for them for sure.
Yeah, that's super cool. Again, I'm just excited about the Haslab. We're gonna finish up here. Steve, what are you doing tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go out tonight after this, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna get up early and I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm gonna add a little bit of whiskey to it, and I'm gonna slowly unbox a couple more of these micro galaxies. I kind of cut short my want to unbox the TIE Reaper because I finally got that. Well, not even finally, it came in good time after ordering it, Hasbro. So I want to unbox that. So I'm going to do the TIE Reaper tomorrow morning, and we'll get to flick off some of those missiles, which will be good. And I also am going to go back in time and open up my Hera Syndulla B-Wing because that thing's awesome. It's a Vault 1, and I want to get it out the box and get it out on a stand. So If you've got nothing to do tomorrow morning and the cartoons are finished, come and join me at 10:30 Pacific time.
Yeah,
And
that's only on DL44 Network. It won't be on Toying Side.
No. The L44 Network. Subscribe, and then you'll see how to get in there.
Yeah.
If anyone's up for it, come and. It's a real chill thing, man. And we'll just get a look at these things close up and see how much detail they put into these things.
Yeah, absolutely. So
failing that, you just find me on Instagram, Steve 3D or Shitspeckle Muppet Fart. And if you're into movies, you can find me on Generation X Movie Podcast.
There it is.
Reviewing movies.
Yes, dude. Awesome. Again, you'll find me here on Toy Anxiety on Tuesdays, Gotham City Tonight on Wednesdays, and with Alex Brewer. Alice is showing up a lot more. She got really stoked about streaming more often after San Diego because we had a great time. And then you'll keep your notifications handy because you never know when we're dropping an episode on DL44 or who's going to be on with us. Any of that kind of stuff. You don't know what we're talking about. The only one who's consistent on this channel is Steve. And he's reason enough to keep those notifications handy. Thank you everyone for hanging out with us tonight. Have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. See you in the chat tomorrow morning while we watch Steve unbox some cool toys. That is it. Have a great night. See you next time.